Hey everybody, it's your girl, Coach Jessie, DeTox Living. So, I wanted to share something very personal with you guys because here I am preparing for another major surgery. I'm actually in pre-op right now. This will be my 12th surgery. It will be my 11th abdominal surgery. And for those of you who are considering surgery, I want to share with you some things that you might want to consider before you just, as people say, oh, just get it done and taken care of. Oh, just put on your big girl pants. Because this procedure I'm having is actually not because of a condition that I had before I had surgery. This procedure is a result of this surgery, this open surgery, major surgery, is due to a condition that developed because of my fibroid surgeries. So I want you to know this because, we were talking with one of the Hope Beyond Fibroids Elimination groups yesterday in our program, and sisters were sharing how so many of their family members are like, when are you going to just go ahead and get the surgery? Just go ahead and get the surgery and get your life back. And, they were feeling the pressure of, the natural way being a longer way, the natural way being a harder way, and the natural way being the slower way.
Your appointment was at 4:30?
Yes, it was. In the short term. But understand that in the long term, the natural way is the easiest way. In the long term, the natural way is the most beneficial way, less expensive, and most popular. Because at the end of the day, living disease-free, it's worth it. But more than that, let me tell you more details about my procedure. So I am having something called a small bowel resection. All right. What that means is my small intestine is damaged, and they're going to have to cut out a piece of it in order to repair it. For the past 2 years, many of you don't know that I have been battling chronic anemia. You've seen me post about anemia. Well, I've been battling chronic anemia because I've been having a GI bleed where basically blood is leaking into my stool all the time because of damage to my small intestine. Now, I'd never had a small intestine issue before my fibroid surgery. What happened is in 2006, I had my second fibroid surgery 5 years later after I had my first one. Now, in total, I've had 5 fibroid surgeries. And I need to kind of insert some information here because many of you being told, oh, just have the surgery. But the truth is, the surgery doesn't solve the actual root issue, which is why my fibroids kept coming back. All right. Many of the women who come to our programs because they don't want to have another surgery, or they know of people who had surgery, but they end up having multiple surgeries because the fibroids, the endometriosis, these issues come back. And the reason is because the surgery actually only temporarily eliminates the symptom. The tumors or the inflammation, the growths, is only symptomatic of the root cause, which you've heard us talk about this all the time. The root cause of these conditions is estrogen dominance, okay? And because it's the root cause, when you don't deal with the root cause, what ends up happening is that it grows back. It comes back. New ones develop. So we had, I remember one sister who came into the program. She had a myomectomy, which is a major surgery, trauma to your body. Your body's not meant to be cut, but here it is. this is what happened, this is what she had. And 6 months later, the fibroids were growing back. 6 months later. Why? Because the symptom was dealt with, but not the root issue. So when people tell you just go ahead and have it, ask them, well, what about preventing them from coming back? Because the issue is it doesn't deal with the root issue, right? And the fact that you have fibroids is an indicator of the estrogen dominance. That means that you're now also subject to other issues, other inflammatory conditions that your body can develop, like breast cancer, like thyroid disease, like lupus, diabetes, heart conditions, so many other issues. So just removing the fibroids doesn't deal with the root cause. So going back, and I don't know about you, but that surgery is so hard that I would hope that if I was having it, again, I've had 5 fibroid surgeries, right? Because every time I felt like, God, please let this be the last one. Please let this be the last one. Until I learned that there was a way to actually cure it naturally. So anyway, going back to the actual reason I'm here. So the second fibroid surgery I had was indeed, I had a lot of scar tissue from the first one. And they'll tell you one of the risks, and it's under this general umbrella, one of the risks of a myomectomy is developing. It's not a risk, it is known you're going to develop scar tissue because that's what your body has to do to heal. It has to develop scar tissue, all right, when you're being cut. So some surgeries have more scar tissue, and some people, just because of their epigenetics, the way their bodies process things, they develop more scar tissue. Well, I developed a lot of scar tissue, so much so that after my second fibroid surgery, they had to go in 10 days later and cut out 18 inches of my small intestine because the scar tissue formed adhesions that knotted up my small intestine. That means I had a obstruction in my small intestine. I couldn't keep food down. I could not actually digest food. So they had to go in 10 days later. That means I wasn't even healed from that first surgery. 10 days later, I had this massive surgery already that I was trying to heal from. They had to open me back up. And to remove 18 inches of my small intestine. That was the hardest surgery I had to recover from. And I didn't know it, but that specific procedure would complicate the rest of my life. So here I am now. I found out that the small intestines become damaged again because the staples they use to close up my small intestine actually has developed ulcers all around it. And those ulcers are causing bleeding in my stool. So I say this to you because there's so many complications, so many women who didn't know about what they were risking. Some people will tell you, oh yeah, I had the surgery, no issue, but you are not that person. And I want you to know that the natural way is harder, but it is worth it. The only reason I'm having this surgery is because the tissue is damaged, and because the staples are doing the damage, they have to be removed, and the damaged tissue has to be removed in order for my body to be able to heal, or it continues to cause more inflammation. So here I am facing my 12th surgery, major surgery, again, that I'll have to heal from, and I am begging you to consider for yourself that you are worth it to go the natural way. Again, your route, we're here to support you, but learn about the options. Make sure you're aware. All right, we are celebrating women all week, all year, all the time, but even more, we have the DeTox Women Code for 20% off any of our detoxes. Start your journey of healing. Don't end up where I am. I went through this so you don't have to, all right? Detox Women at thedetoxnow.com in the shop, thedetoxnow.com/shop. You don't know what program is right for you, go to the detox page at thedetoxnow.com, and we have a whole webinar on what packages are right for what symptoms, etc. And we're here for you to help you make the right choices. But at the very least, understand your body knows how to heal itself, and nothing heals better than the body healing itself with no complications, all right? That's my dream for you. That is my prayer for you.